Today's review comes courtesy of Nadula. They are a AliExpress seller specializing in everything: virgin hair, Brazilian, Peruvian, Malaysian, all that jazz. This company reached out to me a few weeks ago and asked if I wanted to review some hair. Checked out their website and I was feeling it, so they decided to send me some Brazilian curly hair. I've never really had like short curly hair, so I went ahead and went with some natural lengths. I believe this is a 3 18-inch and a 16-inch closure. Because I went short, I felt like I didn't need more than 3 bundles. Of course, if I went 20 or longer, I would have probably gotten 4 18 inches. But this is what the hair looks like. Let me give you guys a texture shot. I have not co-washed this hair. It is on a wig cap, and basically all I did was I glued all of the wefts down. But before I did that, I did sew down the closure. I will have a video up later this week on how I do that. But yeah, I really like the way it turned out. Like I said, I'm usually not a fan of shorter lengths of curly hair because it comes up so high, but this I'm really feeling. It almost reminds me of kinky curly, like when I had to just check my email to make sure it didn't say kinky curly, but it's not, it's actually regular curly. I think before the end of the video I might wet it down so that you guys can see what it looks like wet, but when it's wet it just looks like natural curly hair. But it looks like, you know, like ethnic curly hair, not like just straight curly hair, if that makes any sense. But I really do like it. It is full of body. I didn't co-wash it or wash it any. All I've done so far is like wet it down, but I haven't even put any product in it. So this is basically what you get when you purchase this hair. Let me give you guys a quick 360 of what it looks like from the back. So from the front, it seems pretty short. From the back, it has a nice good length. Like with it being curly, it goes to like my bra strap, which is really cute. I did not bleach the knots, so I did put a wee bit of powder right there, but I did not even define my part when I parted. I just used my fingers. Since I didn't bleach the knots, I didn't really care about showing off the lace. So this is the box that the hair came in. I thought it was really nice. I always think it's nice when they give you like custom packaging with their names on it. And like I said, this company's name is Nadula. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. And then the front just says 100% virgin hair. And then the bottom right here says own Nadula, enjoy natural beauty. And then on the back here, it just tells you that they're a professional beauty supplier and has all their information. And then hair care tips, which is always a plus. I did bleach, or I'm not sorry, bleach. I did glue this down, as I said, to a cap. So I have not received any shedding like at all. Like when you first make a wig, once you detangle it that first time, if you choose to do so, of course you get a ton of shedding if you cut your wefts. But after that, like over that day or two, you should get all of that out from cutting your wefts, and then from there you can kind of judge if the hair sheds or not. And since then I have not received any major shedding. But when you do glue down, hot glue gun your wefts to your cap, it kind of doubles as a way to seal your wefts. But if you sew them, I do have a method on how to seal your wefts so that they don't shed when you sew down the hair to the wig. So make sure you guys check that video out. I have it linked down below. They did have the pink tape around each bundle. It doesn't have the name, but it just says human hair, 100% virgin hair. And then this is what I have left. Again, all of the bundles were 18-inch, and then this is one of them. I feel like whenever you have curly hair, because each curl clumps together, it kind of looks thin, but really it's just because if it was straight, it wouldn't be clumped. But each one is, you know, like this, if that makes any sense. But the hair is like a nice brown color. It's a little bit lighter, but not too bad. The wefts are pretty neat. The beards were fairly neat, and I didn't have any real complaints with the hair, so I was pretty pleased with that. I believe it shipped DHL. It could have been FedEx, but I believe it was DHL. Don't quote me. Either way, it was the standard 2 to 3 business days for shipping, so I didn't have any problem with that. But when I fold it, you can kind of see that the curl pattern when it comes in the bundles and what's in my hair, even though I've already wet it, it's pretty much the same thing. So I did like that it did not really change after I wet it. Even though I didn't wash it, I did wet it and I have put like conditioner in it, and it didn't really change much. So yeah, I don't really have any complaints in this hair. I definitely recommend it to you guys. I have all of their information listed down below, so make sure that you check them out. Oh, I take that back. I actually had more hair. So I think this is the weft that I showed you. And then I have another one. So this hair is pretty full in the sense that I only have 3 bundles in a closure, and I usually do 4 bundles in a closure, and I still have like half a bundle left. So that's pretty good, right? So this is what it looks like when I wear it down. Again, I didn't define the part because I did not bleach the knots, but I will go back later in the week and do that. I also put a little bit of water in it so you guys can kind of see the texture of it when it's wet. Really pretty, right? This will look really nice also in like longer lengths. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.